Hacking Cox, Home Alone, Kevin's wacky time travel adventure, and the Little Ancient Caesars on today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Jokes! Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has read the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez. There's no Ricardo Leone.
I am Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Aaron Kraft.
And we are joined by a very funny comedian by the name of Lou Moon.
Hello!
I am the Andy Rooney of this 60 Minutes.
Lou, I'm going to ask you the question all of our listeners are asking. Is Lou Moon your real name?
I'm going to say yes and no. So,
like, what is the name? It's transcribed. It's
Lutricia, right?
Yeah.
It's short for Lutricia.
It's lupine. It comes from my family. I am from wolves.
I see. He came in from Ellis Island and they changed it from Moonburger to Moon or something.
That is not far off, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a different island, but everything else is the same.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When we came into Long Island,
they said, "Hey, Moonburger, you're on the wrong island."
My dad's dad, my dad's side of the family is Jewish, and they changed their last name from Mundberg to Moon. This is true, not a joke.
I've mentioned this on the show before, but when my great uncle is a Holocaust survivor, and when he came through Ellis Island, his name was Meinhard Stefan Braunschweiger, and they changed it to Steve Brown.
I got to tell you, I like that one better.
Yeah, it rolls off the tongue a little easier, but yes, and we're Jewish as well, and so we had a similar experience of.
Oh, there we go. It's a mitzvah.
Yeah,
but my actual last name is Moon, but my first name is actually Luke, Luke.
And you shortened it to Lou.
My mom
for Lou.
Yeah, like my mom was the first person to call me Lou, and I was like, I like this a lot more. It just like it feels like it fits more. So now everyone calls me Lou, and my mom doesn't like that she's not special anymore. So now she refuses to call me that. And
well, Lou Moon, we're happy to have you here, especially without Rick, even better. Are you ready to get into these stories?
Now,
100%.
Yeah. Now, Ricky said he's going to miss this episode, but he might come in late, so we have no idea what's going to happen. He might pop his stupid head in at any time.
Is this a bit y'all planned?
I wish that anytime that Ricky did shit like this, I wish we were all in on it. But usually just Ricky's in on it.
Yeah.
Is he like camouflaging your couch and he's going to pop out?
Nah, that'd be awesome.
Oh,
It's
not
like
again.
the couch from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
All right. So there's the possibility that Rick might show up in this episode. So who knows?
Yeah. So if you're here for Ricky, what was that, Aaron?
I was going to say, check out our Patreon videos. If you see Ricky pop out of Jeremy's couch.
and Carly was going to say, if you're here for Ricky, that would be a first. Welcome to the show.
I was going to say, stick around because Ricky might show up or we might just continue to pick on him. So either way, you'll get your Ricky Phil.
Ricky Phil. Mm.
Yeah.
That was his name. And all you Ellis Island.
And all you Ricky stands out there, don't go snitching on us on Twitter. Don't
add us.
Twitter snitches.
The Ricky contingent out there.
Yeah.
That he's mobilized for years.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, all you Rick heads out there, shut the fuck up.
The oath keepers. How stupid.
Well, I can't wait to hear the jokes in round one based on this. So how about we get into it? Round one. Your cock is mine now. Hacker takes over internet connected chastity cages, demands ransom. The story is actually kind of horrifying. Even for a hardcore BDSM fan, this is one nightmare you don't want to experience. Towards the end of last year, one hacker took the concept of blackmail to a whole new level. They really had their victims by the nads. Literally. Let's start by introducing you to a delightful little device called the Cellmate. It's a Bluetooth-enabled male chastity cage. How it works is, well, you put it around your ding-dong. Then, due to its Bluetooth capability, your partner or whoever gave you access to the code, or whoever you gave the access code to, actually, can lock it in place remotely with a smartphone app. Chastity cages are relatively popular toys in the BDSM community. And as far as these things go, Cellmate seems to be a state-of-the-art product. The manufacturer's website says it's waterproof for bathing, has smooth edges for less chafing, and can be locked or opened from anywhere in the world. Unfortunately, it turns out the manufacturers left one of Cellmate's application programming interfaces vulnerable and exposed. As a result, an unidentified hacker managed to get into the system of several Cellmate users. The unfortunate BDSM enthusiasts found their chastity cages suddenly clamping down when they weren't supposed to. Permanently. Unless, of course, the victim paid the hacker a hefty sum in Bitcoin. Your cock is mine now, the hacker would tell their victims. One victim, identified only as Robert,
we know who that is.
He's wearing it now. Actually, Robert was one of the lucky ones. He wasn't wearing his Cellmate when it locked up. Robert said that he received a message demanding that he pay 0.02 Bitcoin, which is roughly $750. If he failed to comply, his Cellmate would stay locked for good. Checking his device, Robert was shocked to find that the hacker was the real deal. His Cellmate was clamped up nice and tight. Fortunately, I didn't have this locked on myself while it happened, Robert told Vice. Another man going by the name of Jeremy, just kidding, it's RJ, had a similar experience. He too was not wearing his Cellmate when the hacker took over. I wasn't the owner of the cage anymore, so I didn't have full control over the cage at any given moment. Here's a little horror story scenario for you, though. What if the person RJ sold his toy to had it on when it was locked? But perhaps the worst part of all of it, yes, even worse than getting your genitals clamped permanently, is that the vulnerability wasn't a recent discovery. The security hole had been there for nearly a year, and there's no sign of it being fixed.
Security hole.
The company says that they were unable or unwilling to fix the security hole, as they only had $50,000, which was not enough to fix the problem. That clearly hasn't been the case. That clearly hasn't happened in this case. While we absolutely don't want to tell anyone not to participate in their consensual kinks, if you happen to own a Cellmate, for the love of all that is good, do not use it. Sorry, that story was a little lengthy, but I felt like all the information was pertinent. And hold on, let's get this little video clip going, so you can really see how these little guys shake. Hold on.
What Jeremy says when he's about to get down to business.
There's no sound, but here you go. You guys seeing this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I didn't see it clamp down.
I think it's like an internal clamp.
Like,
what?
This isn't my joke, but like the guy who wasn't wearing it, like when that happened, I just imagined him just like in bed, like reading a magazine, and his like cock and ball cage on his like shelf next to his karate trophies. Just like suddenly goes like, like, oh, that's weird.
Phew.
He's like, honey, did you hear that? Honey? Oh, wait, I don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah. Let me just check on my Bitcoin real quick.
All right. Well, Lou Moon, since you are our guest, you have the option of going first or last in this round.
Oh God, I think I'm gonna go last. Just not just because like I think my joke is like such a fucking winner or anything. I just want to hear all your guys' first.
Lou, you don't have to explain a thing. So
I'll go first.
No judgment here.
You guys don't mind. I'll go first.
Yeah, except for Aaron.
Yeah, it's his job. How are they supposed to pay this ransom when they can't get to their coin purse?
Bye.
It's very simple.
I really like that.
Extended applause for Jeremy's joke there.
Thank you.
It's very simple. If I get unmarked bills, you get unmarked balls, capiche? All right, Lou.
All right. Mine isn't like fun wordplay, but mine's just like, remember when ransom notes were cool? Like, it used to be you'd get like a letter with like magazine like clip outs, and it's like hand over your wife, or like we'll give you back your wife for like
Hand over your wife
in a briefcase. Yeah, because it's always like you like kidnap the spouse, and then you have to meet under a bridge or in a parking garage with a
The original wife swap.
Yeah. There are a lot of personal touches that are gone these days.
So ransoms are so impersonal these days.
Yeah. But now ransoms are just like, I'm going to activate this cage around your dick that you put on.
You got to meet me halfway.
Yeah, for now money that doesn't exist.
Yeah, they're asking for fake money now.
Yeah.
All right, we're back to you, Jeremy.
All right. I can sympathize. If Siri were to get hacked and stop working, I'd go crazy not being able to make her say the things I need to get off.
Yeah, take a drink. You deserve it. This is why... Let's change the wording there. Why do I wear an old-fashioned lock and key chastity cage? Because it makes me horny.
Man, I feel like this is going to be the beginning of like the actual Matrix, where instead of like they're going to find a way to turn people into batteries, but only with cock and ball torture. That's all I got.
Coming this summer, the actual Matrix.
Yeah.
The dominatrix.
Oh no!
Hi, I'm Dominatrix.
That was his name when they changed it to Ellis Island.
Dominatrix.
His original name was Dominicino Matrix Burger.
Like, how about just Neo?
I gotta tell you, Dominatrix is not that much easier.
This is a terrible data breach. I don't feel this way often, but I especially feel bad for the poor guys with really big data.
Yeah, who's your data?
Who's your data? I also thought of Robert's joke made me also think of this should encourage guys to get off the grid. Get off the grid.
Gotcha.
Throw away. Drink that.
Try to keep up the security on your penis cage, or else someone is going to hack off all over your mainframe.
Made me laugh.
I never understood. Guys' incessant needs to hack off on someone else's mainframe. Like,
right on the mainframe.
Why can't you hack off on your own mainframe?
That's a lot of cleanup.
I know.
For me, at least.
I'll short my circuits.
Oh.
You
know what that
means?
Speaking of hacking up on your mainframe.
Lou, you don't know this, but that sound means you don't get to tell your last joke.
Oh, okay.
Time has run out.
I was about to say, thank God. For some reason, I only wrote 2, but I'll come up with one real quick. That's like.
Are you still there, Lou?
What a convenient, what a convenient time for your feed to freeze. Like, think of a third joke.
Wait a second, Lou. Are you Ricky? Only
You found me out.
Only
How
writing
dare
2
you?
jokes.
He's camouflaged as a Lou Moon like fabric.
So Lou, the funny thing you said earlier that you said wasn't one of your jokes. Do you want to make that one of your jokes?
Yes, I do.
All right.
It's been a ruse the whole time.
What a twist.
You guys fell for it.
The tricky Lou Moon
You
strikes
actually went first.
again. Yeah.
That's right.
Much to our surprise. All right. Well, that'll do it for the jokes in round 1. So we're going to go to our resident judge, Aaron Kraft. How did the points shake out?
All right, some highlights from this round. Lou's first joke. Remember when ransom notes were cool? That was funny. My personal favorite of the round, and I got a good response. However, it was Jeremy's coin purse joke, the first one that landed the hardest out of all of them. And then Bob had 2 good jokes. I thought the unmarked bills / balls, and then hack off. I didn't really think much of the hack off joke, but everybody else did. So I'm going to go ahead and give them credit.
Did you have to include that part of your?
I didn't.
Gotta be honest. Keeping it 100.
I personally thought it was a piece of shit, but
I wouldn't say it's a piece of shit, but Carly went off on it, and so anyways.
I went off on the hack-offs.
You riffed off the hack-offs.
Smirnoffs.
I was waiting for it.
Hack-offs, Smirnoff. I'm going to give the point to Jeremy because coin purse did land the hardest.
Very true.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
Carly thought that was especially funny.
I don't know. I'm kind of underwhelmed by that judgment, Aaron, but all right, fine. Jeremy again.
There's no love for this role. It doesn't matter
Don't
what
hate.
I say.
Don't hate.
That's true. Someone's going to be disappointed no matter what.
Time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks for taking one for the team, Aaron. Let's get to round 2. Macaulay Culkin wants to digitally replace Trump in Home Alone 2 with adult Macaulay Culkin. This story is so fucking weird. If you've seen Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, at one point you'll see young Kevin McAllister have a brief conversation with hotel mogul Donald Trump. I like how they refer to him as hotel mogul, as if at this point, he's not.
Yeah.
Hotel mogul, among other things.
Western actor Ronald Reagan.
Erasing Trump from history might not be possible for those disgusted by his presidential term, but retro Trump cameos do tend to stink up a variety of beloved films and TV, including Zoolander and this batshit music video from Ghostbusters 2. Macaulay Culkin has signaled his approval for how to deal with the Home Alone Trump cameo. Simply replace Trump with a digital version of Macaulay Culkin, how he looks right now. After fans tweeted the idea that Trump should be replaced with a 40-year-old Macaulay Culkin, the actor replied, "Sold." Sold. Sorry, that moved my mic.
No.
This idea is
sold or so old.
I went with it. Sold.
Are you watching soccer?
No, it was a Home Alone joke. Anyway, listeners, I put my hands on my face like he does in the movie. Okay.
Just like
video.
Check out the video. This idea is clutch. If young Kevin McAllister interacted with a 40-year-old time-traveling version of himself, suddenly the entire canon of Home Alone starts to make sense. Did you ever see Home Alone 4, Taking Back the House, in which Kevin McAllister was inexplicably recast as a 9-year-old, played by Mike Weinberg? How can we reconcile that with Home Alone?
I think we know why.
They never explained it, you guys.
Because he was 37 at the time.
How can we reconcile that with Home Alone's 1 and 2? It doesn't make any sense. But if you got a time-traveling Kevin McAllister in Home Alone 2, then suddenly there's a larger possibility of a multiverse. This fact could neatly solve several potholes in the OG Home Alone, as well as account for the existence of the less than stellar sequels. Basically, a time-traveling Kevin McAllister may have caused the universe to fracture, which means the entire Home Alone franchise could be reassessed, kind of like Crisis of Infinite Earths. Which universe does Kevin belong in? Is he always home alone in every version of the timeline? Other than getting rid of Trump from Home Alone 2, digitally inserting an adult Kevin McAllister into the plot could be a backdoor way to set up a time travel sequel. Think of this as the new Bill and Ted movie or the Santa Claus 3. What if Kevin McAllister decided to go back in time and change his childhood? Talk about a great setup for a new movie. Let's make this happen. Also, it should...
I'm sorry, this whole idea is so stupid. I'm almost getting mad at you, Carly, and you're just reading it. It's so infuriating.
Also, it should be noted that Trump has already been cut out of the Canadian TV version of Home Alone 2. Here's hoping that Home Alone, Kevin's wacky time travel adventure gets greenlit for Disney+.
This is the first I'm hearing of all of that. I did not read this article at all.
Yeah.
I saw the headline and I saw the little blurb.
You're good to go.
Now, I heard that the Canadian one was trimmed,
For her pleasure.
Yeah, and he was already taken out of it way before he was even president. They cut it for time.
For everyone's pleasure.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
I'll go. Trump is a piece of shit, yeah. But you have to acknowledge that it would be way funnier to replace Macaulay in Home Alone with Donald Trump. Buzz, this is your girlfriend? Woof.
Keep the change.
He lets the bed.
Yeah.
Keep the change, you filthy animals.
Is this toothbrush and poop by the ADA?
All of our Trump impressions put together is like one Stephen Colbert Trump impression.
Yeah, we're doing an impression of Stephen Colbert doing an impression is basically what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Lou, you are up.
Let's see. Kind of in the similar vein of yours, Bobby, but I think we should replace Tim Curry with Joe Biden.
All right, here's my Joe Biden impression. I was like, Kevin's running through the lobby. And he's like, come on, man.
That's really good.
Will you just stop running?
He's just an exasperated old man.
Yeah. Give you a little shake.
I'm Home Alone for all Americans.
Yeah, he's playing his talk boy, and Biden's like, "Would you just shut up, man?"
Malarkey.
Yeah. This whole idea would fit well with his line from Home Alone 1. I made myself a real estate mogul. No. Don't dwell on that. Just keep going. Let's move on.
Speaking of moving on, let's get through this one real quick. I wonder if they can go back and put Macaulay Culkin in the White House from the last 4 years. Keep going.
I don't think adult Macaulay Culkin is allowed within 50 feet of young Macaulay Culkin, or any child for that matter.
What are you saying?
I'm not saying he did anything. I'm going based off purely looks. He's an odd man.
Purely looks.
He
Okay.
looks like someone who
Yeah.
shouldn't be near a school.
He's just walking down the street, and some officer on the beat is just like, "No funny business," and then keeps walking.
Sorry, guys, but mine's kind of in a similar vein as Lou's. In addition to playing the former Trump role, they're also planning to add dialogue in which he tells a young Kevin McAllister never to go to Neverland Ranch.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that whole thing with MJ. How awkward.
What did he do again?
I think they were just having a sleepover.
He just looks like he would do that.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch that HBO documentary about this whole thing?
No.
Haven't they been covering it since the 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the doc is really good.
All
I
right.
thought about watching it, and I was like, "Yeah, I think I know what this is all about."
No, it's so good. Wade Robson, who's like this famous choreographer, he came out and like told the whole story like you've never heard before. It's crazy.
It's kind of one of those things like I kind of already know, so like I don't want to know. You know what I mean?
It was
I don't
very
know.
disturbing, but it very, very
Carly, why are you
Interesting.
smiling? I don't.
because
She loved
everyone likes a redemption
Are you-
story.
Okay.
Are you drooling, Carly? I don't.
I'm MJ.
No. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, it's famous.
Yeah, Carly, give that one more time. Let me hear that.
Okay, wait. Let me put the mask on.
Okay,
I gotta.
So you've
Gotta
just
reveal
done
myself
you've
again.
just done the moonwalk.
Okay, just did the moonwalk. I spun around. I'm grabbing my crotch.
That's different.
Yeah, not
Like the
bad.
first one.
I think that should win this round, honestly.
Shimon.
Oh,
Shimoni.
Now she said she was
Shimone.
grabbing her crotch, but she actually pulled out her face. She was pulling out her chin there.
She
don't know
pulled
what's
out her
happening.
crotch. Said Shimoni.
So that was my original Ellis Island name, Shimon.
Shimone.
Shimone.
And it's just the one name. Okay, we're gonna change that. Quit grabbing her crotch, please.
Or we're gonna have to change your name.
We're gonna have to change her crotch.
Her crotch was shortened.
Put on this cage.
I'm lost. Where are we?
We're telling jokes about a story
Back at the top. Who was first, Bob?
about Home Alone 2.
Is
Your
it
turn.
me?
Yeah, if you were
I
first.
believe it is your turn, Bob.
Looking forward to reruns of The Apprentice with host Macaulay Culkin as Richie Rich.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
What a good movie.
My last one is simply in reference to Macaulay Culkin's band, Pizzagate Underground. All right, I'm quitting comedy.
I think. Did I miss? I don't get it. So what's Pizzagate Underground? Is it like Digital Underground?
My new band, yo. No.
Oh yeah.
The Pizza Underground was a band that Macaulay Culkin started. That was they covered Velvet Underground songs
It is a band.
and they made all the songs about pizza.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
It
think
sounded
Lou,
like a band
the
name.
joke didn't hit because not enough people have heard of Pizza Underground.
Well,
That's what the Ninja Turtles ate, right?
Yeah, they ate Pizza Underground.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that one, you son of a bitch.
I seem to have some similar thinking with Lou here. Here we go.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd want to update Donald Trump with how Trump looks today, since his face bears a strong resemblance to Kevin's favorite thing in the world, cheese pizza.
See, that's better.
Cheese pizza.
A cheese pizza.
I don't know why.
What, limousine and a pizza? Tim Curry has been living in New York his whole life in that movie, and he doesn't know how to say pizza. and I think about it constantly.
I like it. He makes it his own. So, is that it for the jokes round 2?
Yeah, that's it.
All
Yeah.
right, Aaron Kraft, resident judge. What do you think?
All right, some highlights. Lou's first joke hit really hard. Replace Tim Curry with, I wrote JB. Who's JB? Oh, Joe Biden.
I'll remember this later.
No, it's not.
What is VP JB?
What is POTUS?
Yeah.
So no, that was funny, and we riffed off it for a while. So credit for that one. Jeremy's cheese pizza joke at the end was good, and then Bob had two that hit. Replace Macaulay Culkin with Donald Trump. The first joke that was really funny, and then also your last one, and The Apprentice replaces Richie Rich. That got a good response too. But I also liked Lou's second joke about how current Macaulay Culkin's probably not allowed within a certain distance of young Macaulay Culkin.
All right. That is pretty funny.
That was funny. So
I just want to be clear. I'm just saying that Macaulay Culkin looks like a creep. That's all. I'm not accusing him of anything. I just think he looks like the person who would do something.
Not making an HBO documentary here.
Google him.
So I'm going to go ahead and make it a tie between Bob and Lou, 1 point each, which makes this currently a 3-way tie.
Ooh.
Whoa. Aaron's making this very exciting going into round 3, where anyone can take it. Caesar. Archaeologists unearth ancient Roman fast food restaurant. The dishes might be different, but fast food as a concept is nothing new. You might think that fast food is a purely modern phenomenon. It's kind of true. Quick meals that you can eat on the go have been constantly growing in popularity ever since the Industrial Revolution. But while burgers and sandwiches are undeniably modern inventions, fast food in itself isn't. City dwellers throughout history have been partial to grabbing something from a fast food stall instead of cooking at home. To illustrate this point, our archaeologists recently excavated what could be the world's oldest intact fast food restaurant. This 2,000-year-old food joint was found in the famous Roman city of Pompeii, which was destroyed and buried when Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD. There is no franchise restaurant, though. Instead, it is a thermopolium, literally a hot cellar, a popular kind of food stand during the days of the Roman Empire. The newly excavated thermopolium was located by a small square, which also housed a cistern, a water tower, and a fountain. Sounds like a prime position to sell foods to passerbys. On the excavated countertop is a picture of what the archaeologists assume to be the restaurant itself. If this is true, this might be the first recorded restaurant logo or trademark, an ancient equivalent of the Golden Arches. In fact, the counter included depictions of ducks, roosters, and a dog on a leash. The frame surrounding the dog includes an inscription reading something in a different language, which I won't even try to pronounce.
It says cheese pizza.
It actually translates, it translates from Latin into English as Nicia's shameless shitter. Oh, geez. Archaeologists also found bones and other fragments that reveal what kind of fare the joint served. Coinciding with the illustrations on the counter, both duck and chicken bones were found in some of the restaurant's containers. In addition, the archaeologists discovered bones of a goat, pigs, and fish alongside shells of land snails. Seems like Roman appreciated variety of their menus. Since most people lacked the means to cook their own meals, they depended on restaurants. Archaeological records show that taverns, inns, and thermopoliums like the one in Pompeii were exceedingly popular among Romans. Doesn't sound too different from modern times? Who would have thought fast food would be a millennia-old tradition?
All right. Jeremy, you'll be starting us off in round 3.
Okay. This city was definitely destroyed by volcano, and not because they ran out of chicken sandwiches at Popeye's.
Jesus. I'm fighting it.
Popeyes.
I might. I might surrender all my turns after that. I love guys.
If Aaron gives me one more win, Robert will murder us. So you need to compete.
No, I've accepted it at this point. It's just this charming little dynamic between you two.
Jeremy and I are going to go on tour together after the pandemic. I'm going to open for him.
Who's up? Lou?
Yes. This is in a reference to like a particular part of the article where it was like 2 guys and a dog, and it was like going over like the details of who might have owned it, and like there's like these 2 guys and a dog, and I was like, oh, that sounds like that'd be a good idea for a TV show, but it would have a similar series finale to the TV show Dinosaurs.
No. That's heavy stuff.
Did they go extinct? How did it end?
Yeah, the TV show Dinosaurs ended with all the dinosaurs like dying in a massive like apocalyptic event.
Oh, I didn't know
they don't show it. They don't show it.
They don't. Yeah,
it's implied.
But it's only implied when the baby is like, "What are we gonna do?" And the dad's like, "I don't know." Credits. Like,
oh my god, that's such a horrible ending. I didn't know that.
And Dinosaurs is a wild show, and again, I think about it.
I watched it when I was a kid.
It did open the door for the spin-off, Birds.
Fuck out of here.
So, for the listeners,
that's a good joke.
I
think it's also important for the listeners that what Lou is referring to is that I cut out of the story because I thought it was too sad. But apparently there was like a dog inscribed on the countertop that I did include that. But what I didn't include was that they found remains of a guy and a dog bones, and that it was very likely that the owner of the restaurant owned that dog. And I just thought it was too sad.
Yeah, it was really sad that they died thousands of years ago.
In a volcano.
And like that's very telling to like what kind of comedian I am. It's like I read that and I'm like, oh, gold.
Oh, there's a dead dog in this. I have
time to dust off my dead dog jokes. Dust off the volcanic ash.
Dust off my dead dog bones.
Yeah, dead dog jokes did kind of go out of style for a few.
Well, you know, PC culture, you know how it is. Can't say anything anymore.
Not since that episode of Futurama. I'm talking a lot about TV. That's not me.
No,
that's sad TV.
That episode of Futurama is the saddest thing I've ever seen, and I think I cried for an hour after I watched that episode.
That is bizarre, but it was,
no, it's so sad.
It was a sad episode.
He waits for Fry.
Yeah,
he waits. I'm gonna cry.
All right, let's see if we can get Carly to cry.
He waits for Fry.
Carly, your dog will die one day.
Oh no!
Stop.
Or maybe you will die. We did it. Finally. she went to check on the dog.
Mazel tov.
Your dog will die one day. Mazel tov.
Credits.
The cycle of life.
Where are we at here, Aaron? Who's next?
Oh, Bob. Bob's next.
All right. Should we wait for Carly?
Nope.
Nah. Go ahead.
They also found the first location of the world's oldest still operating fast food restaurant, Little Caesars Goats, Pigs, and Fish.
I was so
pigs and fish. That's hard to say.
I was, because like when I saw that was like one of the articles we were going to be writing jokes about, I was like, my brain immediately went to Little Caesars, and I really resisted it.
And then my body went to Little Caesars.
Yeah. Didn't resist that. No, I'm great.
Should have, but didn't.
They called me hot and ready in high school.
Because I was covered in pepperoni.
Always, constantly.
All right, Jeremy?
All right. At this restaurant, you would know they were burning your order because Nero would come out of the kitchen playing a violin.
Is that based off of like some kind of mythology? I don't get that.
Wait, Lou, why are you laughing? Explain the humor here. No, I'm not asking. I'm asking why this is funny. I don't get the joke, but Lou got it, so I need to understand.
It's just this thing that when Rome burned. Oh,
Yeah.
Lou, explain Jeremy's jokes for once.
So, a lot of people don't know if this is like true or not, but like Emperor Nero, as Rome was burning, was said to be like playing the violin while it happened.
Oh, okay.
Nero was this like artistic dude and also like a rampant like murderer.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeremy, is that what you were intending for?
I'm assuming.
yeah, an explanation of the history of Rome. Yeah, that's what I was intending.
But that's what your joke's based on.
Yeah.
Of course.
Jeremy.
No, it was a different Nero who played the violin.
Now,
It would have been great if Lou Moon explained that, and then Jeremy's like, "Oh,
I don't know. I'm glad I didn't use little Neros.
yeah."
I almost said that.
Jeremy and I'm finding out we have a lot in common. We're both history buffs and we both like bad jokes.
Yeah.
Ouch. Damn.
Lou.
It's my turn. Okay. I got this is a bad one. What I imagine would be a slogan for an old-timey, like completely ancient restaurant with their chicken original recipe, food. It's like, it's food. What do you want?
It's the hottest new thing.
Are you tired of eating berries and twigs?
Are you tired of eating stuff you find?
I think
like-
they should classify berries as food. I really do.
It's like, do they have 11 secret herbs and spices? No, we only have 11 herbs and spices.
Total?
Yeah.
By the way, I found out oranges are berries, technically.
What?
Oh, I thought they were
Shut up.
citrus.
Shut up, you
Liberal
asshole.
propaganda.
Always hating the judge, but I'm telling you, orange is a berry.
Yeah, that's
Aaron-
what the liberals want you to think.
Yeah,
Aaron,
exactly.
I'm only interested in learning new things if you make a joke about it and Lou explains it to me.
You see, oranges.
Are the new... No, I'm not.
I'll work on the joke.
Orange is the new berry?
Now, Aaron, was
That's
that
what
what you
happened
meant?
when Trump took over for Obama.
Oh, yeah, for Obama.
Uh-oh.
Good one.
The orange man.
Orange Julius.
Boy, oh boy.
Well, I thought his name was
shit.
Barack. Was it Barry? Barry
It's
Obama.
That was a nickname that people called him.
Barry?
We are so far off the rails, guys. Where are we at here?
I've never been so conflicted in an episode. I was like, I like it, but I do not want to laugh and encourage this baby.
I'm wrapping my brain around the fact that Aaron believes that people called him Barry Hussein Obama.
They did call him
They
Barry.
did.
He did.
That's his
Barry?
nickname.
Carly.
No.
In college, he went by Barry.
I've never heard that before.
Read his autobiography.
The-
Oh, I actually should.
I think they just called him Barry. I don't think they would call him Barry Hussein.
Yeah, not many people have a 3-name nickname.
It's Bob's turn, by the way.
the historical and cultural blind spots on this show always surprise me.
Why they still surprise you?
Yeah, I mean, I am shocked sometimes. It's just like, how have you not heard of that? Pizza Underground, I get that. But
No, I actually have a Pizza Underground poster in my bedroom.
Carly shows her.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Studies reveal that ancient Rome also had their own chicken sandwich wars. It was a bloody conflict that claimed thousands of lives.
Lou, why is that the punchline you're laughing at?
Oh, come on.
I
now.
laugh when I don't know what to do.
He's also a big fan of dead dog stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried. This is a sociopath on this episode.
And thousands of lives being lost. Carly not shedding one tear.
Wow.
Well, if you had said they were dog lives, I probably would have turned my camera off again.
Mazel
Fewer
tov.
dog lives.
Yeah, Mazel tov.
You can't change the picture that shows up when you turn your camera off while you're in a Zoom call.
So when Carly, for the listeners, when Carly went to go check to see if her dog was alive, she turned off her video and then her Zoom screen said Mazel tov with an exclamation mark at the end.
Oh, I did not see that.
No.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were just shouting Mazel Tov.
No, Bob must have it on so that he can't see people when they turn their cameras off. There is, I should teach a Zoom. We should do a separate thing on our Patreon where I teach people how to use Zoom.
Yeah, that'll rake in the.
I can't believe in 2021 how some people on this cast still don't know how to use Zoom. Bob, do I sound as arrogant as you?
oh, ouch.
Not even close, Carly. Good try, though.
All right, I think I'm up.
All right.
Hosting a big party? Stop by and pick up an orgy platter. Feed 6 to 10 Romans or 10 to 20 slaves, hand feeding 6 to 10 Romans.
It's a little fatty, Jeremy.
A little fatty?
little fatty on that joke.
That was my nickname in college.
I'm going to have to read Jeremy's biography too now.
You misunderstand. Jeremy's nickname was That Joke. That joke over there.
That joke Hussein Obama. That was my nickname.
And they changed it to Jeremy Martinez when you came here?
When he came here alone in a barrel.
Yeah, they did me a great service. I would have
He
had a terrible
floated
time.
in. The barrel was his outfit, and his arms were just swimming. He just snuck up.
I survived on berries, which is barely food.
Oranges.
Oranges. You ate oranges.
Or baraks, as they're sometimes called.
Baraks? Is that what you said?
Baraks.
I think they're known as berries.
Yeah. They're sometimes known as Barry Husseins. All right.
Yeah, strawberry Husseins, blackberry Husseins, boysenberry Husseins.
Something about this round has really led us astray. Like we're really going off the beaten path here.
Reminder, this story is about an ancient Roman fast food restaurant.
I just love bits. Bits are fun.
That's a new segment. It's like, guess what we were talking about before?
It does sometimes get to a point where, like, if I'm listening back to an episode and we do this for too long, I can't remember what the story was about.
Yeah. I think Lou, you wrap us up here, huh?
It's Lou
Yeah,
and then
more.
Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out how to word this, but
We'll help you.
It's time.
No, I know. I've been in worse situations. I'm a bad comedian. Like this.
Good start.
Yes. This fast food place in Pompeii has been, like a lot of people have been talking about it, but it's right next to a Boston market and no one's talking about it because no one goes to Boston Market.
I like Boston Market. Oh, I like that place.
They don't have the rich history.
Yeah. Aaron, you never been to Boston Market?
Never been to Boston Market.
No one goes there.
I'm a nobody.
Boston Market has been a failing business for 2 millennia now.
It's hanging in there, though.
Yeah.
Those PPE loans or whatever.
I think if you're a failing business for thousands of years, you might be a success.
Yeah, prostitution has been around for a long time.
That has never failed.
It's never failed. Though, yeah.
Exactly.
That has never even. Yeah. It's pretty neat until you learn that most of the fast food joints were actually Greek restaurants that the Romans adopted and changed the names.
Clever.
Yeah. Smart.
Okay, now Aaron, explain that one to me.
So one
I'll take it from here, Bobby.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll talk now. Aaron Kraft, that'll do it for the jokes in round 3. So we need your judgment. Do we have a winner?
Yeah. So highlights from this round. I really enjoyed Lou's second and third joke. I like the original recipe Food.
That one's
Yeah.
my favorite. I gotta go with that one.
I like
That was good. Yeah, it was good. And then I thought Boston Market was funny. Y'all didn't laugh, but I did. And then I like Jeremy's first joke, especially. Love that. Did you say chicken? You said chicken. Chicken from Popeyes.
Love
Popeyes.
that something at Popeyes.
Yeah. And I actually enjoyed the hand feeding extension of the joke at the end. That was funny. But yeah, could have been trimmed up a bit. I think that's what Lou was getting at.
Yeah.
And then I really enjoyed Bob's second joke about the chicken sandwich wars happening back then. Probably my favorite of all the wars in history have been the chicken sandwich wars.
Pretty weird. It was a bloody conflict.
And he loves wars.
I love wars. Yeah. Huge war guy.
It barely beats Vietnam.
However, it was it's tight here. It was everybody had a good round. However, it was Lou calling Robert Bobby in the second round. That's
Okay.
give the point to Lou.
Is that not good? Is that not kosher?
No, it's great.
I'm fine with it.
The face he made was fantastic. So, Lou, you win.
No, Lou, if it was kosher, you would cut the end off to Bob.
And you would never mix Bob and Robert in the same sentence.
Yeah.
You have to wait at least 2 hours between when you say Bob and Robert.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Lou Moon, winning this episode deservedly, but for a bizarre reason.
Well, he was funny too.
There you go. Lead with that.
I think the important thing is here that I won. I'll take that.
Yeah. Good takeaway.
We're going to talk a little bit more to you, Lou, in just a minute. But first, we're going to go to Carly Kastner and see if she has any burning questions.
Oh, I do. I'm going to take this back to our story in round one. 10 hours ago when we talked about the guy who held people's dicks ransom with those clamps. I want to know. I want to know if you guys have ever been victims of ransomware.
Whoa. No.
It's very specific.
It's not.
This is specific. Like, this is Carly's specialty.
People get those emails all the time. Or do you know someone who's like actually fallen victim to that? Like,
now, I would say I did get an email from somebody saying, hey, I've hacked your computer and your accounts. And just to prove it, I know one of your passwords is fill in the blank. And it was a password I've had at some point in my history. And they were like, and so I've been screen recording your computer and I see what you've been doing. You have some very naughty tastes. So it's it was like, so send me so much money or I'm going to email your screenshots to people in your phone, in your contacts. Now, I don't engage in naughty things on my computer, so I knew it was bullshit. I have nothing to hide. So I was like, oh, this is stupid. Anyways, I thought that was kind of funny. Here's your money. I gave it to him anyways. I appreciate the effort.
Yeah,
I'll reward the effort.
What was the password?
I'm not going to tell you.
I would like to know.
It was big.
I thought you were going to say like
with
I don't
zeros
with terrorists.
Oh, he just responds in an email.
Yeah, I have a very particular set of skills. Skills make me dangerous to men like you.
Typing is not one of them.
But I have never been a victim to ransomware because I rarely ever have money.
Hard to victimize the broke.
Exactly. Just like send me $700. I'm like, I haven't had that much money since Aunt Seven.
I do remember years ago, my grandmother called me in the middle of the night when I was sleeping, and she's like, "Robert, are you okay?" I was like, "Yes." What do you need? Do you need anything? Do you need help? Like, no. What is the problem? I got a call. You said you were in Mexico in jail.
Oh, no.
And you need it. And I was like, why would you ever believe that?
I hate Mexico.
It's like
That
I've
must have
never
been
been
some heavy drinking. You didn't even remember that.
But it's like, that's the thing, is like, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I've never been to jail. I've never been arrested. I'm squeaky clean, except for my language, of course, you son of a bitch. But like,
You said that to your grandma?
yeah. In this instance, it was warranted. I was like, listen, you dumb prick. But I was like, it's like, and I'm almost positive I talked to her on the phone like the day before. And I was like, why would you think I'm in jail in Mexico and needing money? And also, you don't recognize my voice. Like, you don't. The whole thing was very bewildering.
She's like, well, he sounded so arrogant.
Oh, like right now? Is this how he sounded?
He quoted something historical and I didn't know what it was, so he hung up on me.
Carly, not everyone's grandmother sounds like
Everyone's grandmother is Jewish.
She's from Kentucky. She doesn't sound like that.
There are Jews in Kentucky, okay?
Sure. Prove it.
This
I did. I just did the impression.
case closed.
Yeah.
This week, I also got an email. Somebody hacked our work something to where they knew some people's emails addresses or company, anyways, employee name and department. So I got an email from the accounting manager saying, hey, I'm planning a surprise. I need you to run out and grab some gift cards for me. And I'll send them out to people. And I was like, oh, okay. We're short staffed. It doesn't surprise me. And then, they were like, so buy the gift cards and I'll reimburse you. And then I was like, what the fuck? So I called her on her cell phone and she's like, it's not me. Other people are getting emails. And I was like, oh, so I decided to fuck with the people. And so I was like, okay. So I was like, all right, I bought them. Now what? And they're like, good. I need you to send me pictures of the front and back. Open the gift card. Send me pictures of the front and back along with the receipt. And so I found Google Images and then I photoshopped them to be blurry and pixelated. And I said, sorry, my camera sucks. And they were like, no, you need clearer pictures. And then I was like, oh, no, please don't fire me. I know you said that I was on thin ice because I make stupid mistakes. But my wife is unemployed and we really need this job. And I was wondering what they would say, right? Because they didn't give a fuck. They were like, well, go to the scanner and email them to me from the scanner. And then I said, okay, I sent them to you from the printer, from your email address in the printer. Did you get them? And they're like, no, I didn't get anything yet. And then I was like, what? I sent them to you from the printer. Do you love me? That was just me so stupid.
Love me.
So go ahead.
At that point, they abandoned me, and I didn't hear anything back from them.
I've done the
off by the love thing.
Exact same thing. I will read you the actual email that I get. I get this same exact email, and I always respond in a different way. Hi, Carly. I'm in a meeting. That's why I'm contacting you through here. I should have called you instead of mailing you, but phones are not allowed to be used during meeting. I'm reading it exactly how it's written.
Okay.
And I can't answer calls now. I just need to get eBay gift card today for some women going through cancer. At the hospital, but I haven't been able to do that because of my busy schedule. Can you get it from any store around you possibly now? I will pay you back later in cash or check. Let me know if you can get the cards for these patients. And then I always respond with like, wow, it's so great that you are with the women going through cancer. And I think
generic cancer.
I pulled one of Jeremy's once where I took a photo of a used See's Candy gift card. I had already used it. It was empty. And I took a photo and I sent it to them. And I said, here, I bought $1 million in See's Candy. And the guy was like, we can't use this. I said, I think the women would really enjoy some candy.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. A great part was when I said, "Oh no, please don't fire me." They responded with, "I'm not going to fire you. I believe in giving you the chance to prove yourself, and just don't disappoint me again." It said.
I always say something to her. It's like, "Oh, it's been years. I'm so glad you finally reached out. It was really uncomfortable the last time we spoke or something." They never address any of that. They just get right
How's
to the gift
Brenda?
card.
Is she doing all right?
I do.
You got cancer.
I ask them questions and they never respond. I think it's sometimes they just copy paste. They don't have time. I will say this. I get phone calls probably 6 times a day from different spammers, and I regularly do talk to them because like I'll work and I'll have them whatever. They put me on hold usually, which I think is pretty tacky. You're spamming me. And then my ultimate goal is to get them to curse at me, which I accomplish like 70% of the time. And the lady who I spoke with yesterday from the Social Security Agency, who is an actual agent, right? She called me a fucking bitch and she hung up on me, which really like made my heart was so warm.
I was hoping I could keep this thing going with the person, and then I would be like, "So I spent $2,000 on these gift cards. I can send them to you later with the better camera, but I have to pay rent today. Can you please wire me $1,000?" Try to scam the scammers. They'd be like, "Yeah, here." And then, wouldn't that be awesome if you could scam the scammer?
Like,
Yeah.
why do you guys respond to these people?
That's my question. Is like,
We're lonely. We're so lonely.
and especially, and Jeremy, you've got stuff to do for this show. You need to write jokes, but you're doing bits on the phone with these strangers.
I'm doing it for the show.
Yeah, now he has stuff to talk about.
Bobby, I'm doing it for the show.
Had it in the holster for 200 something episodes.
Yeah.
All right, enough of that. Carly's burning questions over. Lou Moon, thank you for being on the show. Carly, please. Lou Moon, thank you for being our guest. Is there anything that you want to point the people to online? Perhaps some upcoming shows or Instagram? What have you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and more recently TikTok at Lou Moon Comedy. You can see me scream into a camera. And then, I'm doing the Cactus Comedy Classic. It's a comedy competition that is going to be at Stir Crazy Comedy Club April 29th through May 1st. And then my buddy Zach Lyman and I this is the first place where I am publicly announcing this.
Ooh,
breaking news.
I will say, I believe we're going to
put that world premiere banner up, Robert, real quick before he.
Oh, we should probably not interrupt him when he's saying it.
World
premiere. I will not say what it is until I get that banner. My buddy Zach Lyman and I, he and I give comedy advice on his podcast, the Zach Lyman podcast, and he and I are starting our own podcast, the Best Animal Review Podcast, where we review animals on a scale of 1 to 5 stars.
On sexiness, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, but is it like the more dead they are, the higher the stars you get?
Dogs are like a 4-star, but dead dogs, now you got me.
And a dead German Shepherd, Jesus, that gets a 6.
He puts the feel in necrophilia.
Gross.
Everyone puts
So
the feel in necrophilia.
That's very bad. This is not my brand.
Well, it wasn't. No,
you don't have to use that as your slogan, but feel free.
Yeah.
Aaron will be workshopping it to a few podcasts.
He puts the philia in necrophilia. All right.
But so the Best Animal Review Podcast out sometime in March.
Cool.
All right.
Fun.
And when that becomes available, we will put the link in the episode description, make it easier for everybody.
Now, are you sticking with mammals or just any alive
anything
thing? Okay,
animals,
bugs, insects, just
okay. All of them. We're gonna We're gonna do every single animal.
That's like a couple hundred episodes, easy.
At least. That's exactly what I said when Zach and I were trying to plan a podcast. He was like, well, we got to do something that's at least 600 episodes. I was like, there's at least 600 animals.
Yeah, probably.
So be on the lookout for that. And of course, you can find us online, anywhere you find podcasts. If you're listening and maybe you want to support the show, you enjoy what we're doing, and maybe you want some full video episodes, bonus content, things like that, you can go to our Patreon, and for just $3 a month, you get all those things I just mentioned, as well as access to classic episodes and, like I said, bonus content each and every month. So do that. And anywhere that you listen to the show, we wouldn't mind if you gave us some feedback, ratings, reviews, suggestions for stories, share, subscribe. All that stuff really helps us out. So if you could do that, we'd very much appreciate it. Aaron Kraft, our resident judge, as well as our house band and producer. He's got music on SoundCloud for you to listen to.
Yeah, I got a SoundCloud page, Captain Lovecraft, CAPT.LOVEKRAFT. Check it out.
All right. And we also wanted to mention, he's not here, but Rick, his podcast, Let's Talk About X, I believe is either available or will be available very soon. So we'll make sure you get to it.
Yeah, it proved it's not a bit. Turns out he didn't show up.
That was
Anyways.
a bit. He fucked with us this whole time.
Yeah.
He also wanted some eBay gift cards, which I sent him.
I sent him a gift card to the Halloween store.
That is one long con to be on somebody's cast for 7 years.
Yeah.
And he just asked for like a
eBay gift
$30 eBay gift card.
That's a long con. All right, I'm going to make you guys my friends. And then
in 20 years from now, I will ask them for a $30 eBay gift card. Then I just will show up to one of the podcasts.
And I think that'll do it for this episode.
That's it. I'm
guys,
Jeremy
thank you
Martinez.
so much.
Thank you, Lou.
Lou, please, we're doing the outro.
Jeez. Thank you. I'm Jeremy Martinez. Long silence.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Aaron Kraft.
And I'm Lou Moon.
All right.
Thank you guys
Good job,
for having
Lou. Yeah.
And this has been
What the
This has
fuck?
been another episode of 1, 2, 3, Jokes.
God,
What's wrong with
every
me?
episode, it's like the first fucking time.